Hi Andy and everyone at Simple Churches. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to talk with you briefly today. And I want to start by saying thank you for how you've supported the work of International China Concern throughout the years. Your support has been amazing on so many different levels. You've sent people on teams, you've had people that have served with ICC in different ways, and of course I can't help but be thankful for Taryn and how she served on ICC Canada's board for quite a number of years, and she's just finished up that service. But you've also walked with us literally. You've been part of every Walk the Wall since this event began back in 2007. It's hard to believe that 8 years have gone by since that event actually started. And over that time, Walk the Wall has literally raised millions of dollars. And that's millions of dollars that have been part of ending abandonment and actually saving lives, giving life to children that so desperately need it. As we head into our 2014 walk, I'm probably more excited about the work of ICC than ever. And the reason for that is we celebrated our 20th anniversary about a year ago. And after that 20th anniversary was over, we really began to pray and ask God what it was that He had for us for the future. And as the whole body of ICC came together to seek and to pray, we felt God beginning to speak to us about what it is that He's calling us to in the future. We felt Him share with us 3 very key things that are going to be our vision for the next 10 years. One of the first things that God spoke to us was about continuing to work to end abandonment. About 5 years ago, ICC began our community outreach project, and that gets alongside families that are in that place of desperation and brings hope to them so that the family can stay together and that they don't abandon their child. We feel God really challenging us to grow this work, to expand that hope out into the lives of even more families beyond the city of Changsha and Henyang and Sanmenxia to many other cities. The second thing that He shared with us was how the work that we've been doing with abandoned children, those already abandoned, how He wants to continue to grow that and mature that so that the centres we have become centres of transformation. We really believe that ICC's calling is very, very simple. It's from John 10:10, to bring the fullness of life. Jesus said, I've come that they may have life and life in all its fullness. And that's what we believe God is calling us to with abandoned children that have been given into our care. That the places where we work can continue to mature into being centres of transformation, where these children can live out the fullness of life that Jesus wants for them. Of course, we want that in terms of their relationship with Him spiritually, but we also believe that we're called to be an holistic ministry, which means that we help to develop them physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, so they can become the best, the fullest people that God has created them to be. So much so that we believe that these centres of transformation will impact and catch the attention of those around China. And when they ask that question, how do you bring the fullness of life to an abandoned child with a disability? They'll look to Changsha, Henyang and Sanmenxia and they'll say, that's how you do it. That's the place where we're seeing the fullness of life. And the third thing that God spoke to us, which is exciting and really a complete unknown for us, is a challenge to see centres of learning established. We believe that there are people out there across China who have a passion for China's abandoned and disabled. We know that there are government welfare centres, government directors, who also would love to see something more happen in their orphanages and institutions beyond that which is already happening. And so we believe God is challenging us to seek Him and to understand how we can create centres of learning where the concepts and the methodologies of the work, what we do within our projects can be shared, where we can train and equip government workers to be able to do this work effectively, but most importantly, where we can actually share our values, where we can share God's heart, where we can help those people who have this passion to understand that these children are valuable because they are made in the image of God. We embark on this journey, which is going to be a long one, about 10 years. We know that we can only get there with the partnership of people like yourselves. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for Andy and Jolie, and I'm grateful for their vision for Simple Churches. And I'm grateful for you as a congregation that you desire to join us on this journey, to literally walk with us. And that brings me back to Walk the Wall. We're trusting God this year to raise $530,000 through Walk the Wall. There's going to be walks taking place in 42 cities in 8 countries, walks taking place across China with thousands of people participating. And so I want to encourage you as you think about Walk the Wall this year. It may be the 8th year that you've been involved, but don't let that translate into feeling like it's something that isn't making a difference. Because every time you sign up and get sponsorship, every time you pull on your shoes and do this walk, you are part of helping that vision to go forward. And it's a vision that does bring hope. It is a vision that brings salvation. And it's a vision that ultimately, I believe, is going to change a nation. So thank you. Thank you again so much for joining with us. Thank you for standing with us. And may God bless you, and may He make all your efforts with Walk the Wall this year be completely fruitful.